So I did some spray painting on this today. Oh, that was cool. From that angle you can see from one hole right down into the other. The breast he has. I won't know what I think about it until the morning when I bring it inside. Some bronze and gold and glitter. And also today I added another coat of oils to this piece. Turn this down. So this is coming along. And I got bored with crocheting. And I don't know what to do with the piece next, so I'm seeing how I like putting it on a frame and kind of like stretching it. I don't know how I feel about this yet. But it's good to like take a break from it and come at it from a different kind of, with a different idea maybe. This is my giant crocheted vagina that honestly, like, crocheting is so tedious. That is hours and hours and hours of work right there. And I just kind of like don't know if I have it in me to finish the crocheting. I got these really cool flowers today. They're all like in fire tones from a Goodwill store. It's like $3 for all of this. And I'm way into fire, and like that's kind of like the color palette that I'm in right now, like the phase I'm in, kind of that with the earth tones to the green. So I'm thinking about incorporating that on the mannequin somehow, and like maybe taking the petals off and having flames come up it. And then I also did a live webcast today. This is an old chapbook of mine called Sometimes the Skin is a Lonely Organ. I published that in 2001 when I was a 19-year-old, unjaded, I don't know. I was nothing yet then. No, I was a poet then. So I actually went on YouTube and read every single one of these out loud, and you can like see the live broadcast of that on YouTube. And also today I printed a bunch of photographs. I went through like a bunch of old files and kind of, so this one is the only one I really did any editing on, just to like try out some different ideas with it. And these are the ones that I thought were interesting in all the photos I took in the last year. Well, not all of them, just in the folders I got through. Now this one is like very cool, I think. It was just like garbage. It was posed that way on the street in Brooklyn. Just completely random tree stump like that. Wood and wood. And this is on a subway platform at sunset. This is another one of that one. I thought that was pretty interesting. This is the best and most interesting shot that I've gotten here in Connecticut. This is, I don't know if you can tell what it is. It's a snake that got run over while they were putting new asphalt down, like on the road. It's just like completely smushed. You can see where it kind of exploded and blood out of its own skin. I don't know. I think that's very, very cool. And this from my home church, Most Holy Trinity St. Mary's, last Christmas. I think that's a pretty interesting shot. We got repetition here and here, and I don't know, it's hard to see in this video, I guess, but this with a nun, the back of the nun sitting in the church, that's really cool. Some weirdo self-portraits of me that I I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with any of this stuff, but, little nipple showing there. This really cool portrait of Jane Cogger in her studio. I did a solo show of her work. I curated it last year at Club 157. And this is in New Orleans. I just thought it was a great shot. It's like, what's going on there? This is at an event at Club 157. Just like everyone's faces, and I don't know, this one just like really moved me a lot. Cool shot of the wing of the plane flying into, I think this was going into LA with the American flag on the plane. And some more LA shots. Hiking up in the hills. And this is San Diego. I thought this was a pretty interesting shot. And your standard, really beautiful beach shot in San Diego. And then I also printed like this whole series of nature photographs that I did. I'm just trying to catch them. Oh, that's also the hills, but here. Some grasses. I like the contrast of the wood chips and the brick and the grass and the movement. I think this is a really, really cool photograph. A bunch of other nature things. But this will be good now that it's winter for me to have all these printed just to get a bunch of color around me. And these were all taken at the Insight Meditation Society. I do Vipassana up there and out here. So a lot of them were taken, this is the garden in front of it. All these are in the last year, really, except for the one that was last Christmas, so pretty much last year. So pretty productive day artistically, I'd say. We'll see how that sculpture dries and what I think of that and what comes next. And I will keep updating here as I get more done.